What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stank-Killer Productions YouTube channel. Well, last video you saw, we broke the stock blower boost-only record for the 6th Gen ZL1s with Nemo, our orange 2019 Camaro we built a couple months back here at Killer Performance. That is awesome. That is exactly what we bought that car and built it for, was to beat the record. We did it with less than 10 passes on the car and about, I don't know, I think it was like 1600 D8, 84 degrees. So that car will go faster once we get into the colder months here coming into the fall. As y'all know, I live here in Kansas City, Missouri. We don't have any drag strips close, but I do co-own the event called Streetcar Takeover, which we do drag races all over the country. So typically when I go to the events, which I go to all of them, never missed one, I take one of my cars with me and hopefully able to make some passes during the event. Just depends on how busy I am. I came back. I took a little vacation last week. I never really get to take any vacation except for just going to the racetrack for Streetcar Takeover events. But last week, went to New York City, went to Washington, D.C., had a lot of fun, just not car stuff related, just having a good time. And I came back to the shop this morning, and the guys actually got Dory, the Hellcat Redeye, finished for me while I was gone, which I was completely shocked. I had all the parts just sitting for over a month, and came back. They got the car pretty much done, ready to go. We're just waiting on one part for the hob switch for the booster pump. I'm gonna go over the car right now, show you everything the guys did to it. They did an awesome job on it. Check this out. All right, so as you see here, we did the 2.6 upper pulley. The belt looks a little worn, and it's because that this was a belt I ran on the Jeep the short time I had this extra pulley on here. The reason why I took this off the Jeep was because I put a clutch pulley, which is a lot like the factory one, and they recommend not using this piece from Carlisle Racing. But since we have a standard non-clutch pulley on Dory the Hellcat, we went ahead and put that back on, and I used the belt that was only on the Trackhawk for about a week. We did an ATI lower, which you can't see, but it's down there. Also installed some 1500cc Deechworks injectors, which are located right underneath these covers right here. Did some spark plugs. We also installed a 180-degree thermostat right inside that housing. Went ahead and left the factory air intake on there because the design is so good. It's pretty much just like a Demon intake. If you look here, this seals to this part of the hood, which you can see right through there on that air inlet. So a true nice cold air system. That sensor right there, we're just waiting on this block that bolts here, and then we're able to put a vacuum line off of this and still use this factory mass airflow, so that way everything works like factory. We also installed some off-road stainless works cat delete pipes underneath the car, which you can't see here. But other than that, it looks like a pretty stock car besides that extra pulley right there. They come stock with the green belt, so really you don't see anything that really catches your eye off guard. When we go back here, I want to show you all the booster pump. Also, those are the factory subs in the car, which is kind of cool. They make it easy to remove them. That bolt, that, and then that harness, and the whole thing comes out for when you're at the track. Here you see we got the Kenny Bell booster pump. This was their plug and play kit for the Hellcat. Went in really nice. The only thing I do recommend is getting the, I believe it's AAD. It's a billet block that goes up here on the side of the blower that I was telling you all about. But that allows you to get the vacuum source for boost reference on the hob switch. We'll be taking Dory next Wednesday, so in about 4 more days, we'll be taking Dory over to Just Tune, and he's going to be tuning Dory for us, and we're expecting it to make over 900 wheel horsepower. We will see, though. It's pretty crazy what you can do to these Hellcats and don't even have to take off a valve cover on them. Also, C7 update. We've got a lot done. I know it doesn't look like it, but we do. As you see, we got the Frankenstein billet intake on the car. If you look underneath there, those are the block-off plates for the DI injectors. We are just using port injectors on this car. We have some 220-pound injectors from Deechworks custom made by Deechworks that are going to be going on this car. We have them. They're sitting over there in a box. We also have the Long Beach Blue custom painted Frankenstein fuel rail that are going to go on here, which will look really nice, guys. When everything was off, I went ahead and had the water pump powder coated, the thermostat housing powder coated. That's the AMP billet thermostat housing right there. So went ahead and had it powder coated black. As you see here, we got these awesome looking Texas Speed billet LT valve covers on the car. So things are moving right along. We're going to be installing the Crawford Racing Holly Dominator harness on this car while we have it apart. But Bray's going to be over here in a little bit to start working on it again tonight. Hopefully we'll have this thing running here pretty soon. Go ahead and step inside Dory right now. See what it sounds like. Sound pretty good. I know my Jeep sounds a lot better. Oh yeah, Dory sounds awesome with the stock exhaust. As you see here, got the blower for the C7. We're going to be bolting that on tonight. Went ahead and had the cover powder coated gloss black on that, which turned out really good. We got to mount our Holly screen still. Just a lot of parts still to go on the C7 over there. Another item that came in that's going to be really wicked is this Cordis Performance C7 5-gallon icebox tank. Guys, don't judge me here. This thing is a mess back here. This tank's going to go right down there in that cubby hole and sit nice and flush right here. So that way we can still not have anything in the middle. It's going to be away from all the fuse boxes. It's just a very nice piece. Cordis sends this thing with all the fittings, all the hoses, everything you need for your C7. These guys make some awesome stuff. I run one of their ice boxes in the ZL1 and it works amazing, and the fit and finish is unbelievable. As you see, Killer Stang is back. This car's visited us a couple times since the new owner bought it from me, and this time it's actually back for twin turbos. So we're going to be putting a twin turbo kit on this car, taking off the P1X kit. He's wanting to basically take this car the step further, you know, the 1200 horsepower range. So the P1X, it's a performer at 900 horse, but this guy just wants more out of the car. And he's going to be going with the twin turbo kit. It's just an amazing car. The guy's having a lot of fun with it. As you see, he's put some race stars on the back for some extra traction. Obviously, he is a roll racer. But he is going to be a drag racer with that twin turbo kit on there. It's going to rip once we get it all finished up. And I felt something tug on the trailer, and I thought I hit something. Well, I got out, and this is what happened. It's like we broke the axle or the bearing right here. I'm not sure exactly, but It's definitely a bearing issue, and the whole wheel and the drum and everything is still bolted together. It's sitting in the back of my truck, but this is the main concern right here. Look at the damage to the trailer. I mean, that is some good damage. I'm not sure what we're gonna have to do to fix it, but you know, these panels are layered, so you can't just, you know, unbolt one and bolt a new one on. It's actually, you gotta peel one back, and it's just it's a very bad process, but we're gonna try to bend that back out and get it to look as best we can for the rest of the season, because we gotta have this trailer in operating mode in a couple weeks. Pretty much got the office done in the new shop. Check out the new desk we got. It's from the same company that makes the table and chairs that we've had in here. But yeah, totally cool. We got a C6 in for some TLC. We're gonna get to working on that next week, and then we're putting an engine in that C5 right there. We had a bunch of parts over here powder coated for it. It's actually a friend of mine, Dylan. All this stuff here is going back on this car. He had the motor rebuilt in it. It's a supercharged C5, real clean car. We are putting E85 in Dory for the first time. And Justin did a little bit of tuning on it earlier today. Says it's good to put E85 in it and drive around. It's only on like 7 degrees of timing right now, but still feels really strong. We'll do some pulls once we get it tuned on Wednesday. I'm just not, I don't know, not too crazy about, you know, running the crap out of it until I know it's 100% perfect. But air fuel seems good. The timing's obviously low. It's at 7 degrees, but it's making 21 pounds of boost, so that's really good. We're gonna drive it on the E85, see how it does. What's up, everybody? We are out here at Just Tune right now. He is getting ready to tune the Hellcat Redeye, aka Dory, and we're gonna put on the dyno here in just a second, see what it does. But right now, we've just been running around on a base tune for the last couple days, and it runs really good. So we'll see what it does on the dyno. I think it'll make over 900 horsepower. We'll see. Yeah, no kidding. Got the factory intake on Dory still, just because of how good the design is. Really no reason to take this off and put an aftermarket one on there, because, well, look at the size of that thing. Plus it's already open. It's got the true cold air already on it. Belt wrap with this Carlisle Racing idler is just insane. Look at that, it almost wraps all the way around the pulley. All right, we've had a hell of a day here at Just Tune, tuning the Redeye. We've probably done over 30 pulls in it. It kept wanting to pull power out with the amount of power the car was making. 12 degrees and below on timing, it was fine. Anything above 12 degrees, it was not happy. So we finally got it figured out. Basically just figuring out stuff in the tune. We finally got it though, and we're going to do another pull right here. Now that's somewhat cooled down. That many dyno pulls a day on the car, just back to back to back. It's almost just so hot, there's no way to cool it down other than just go drive it for a while, bring it back, ice it down, but we don't got time for that. We're just trying to make sure it's good. So we're gonna do another pull right here and see what Dory makes, but anything over 900 will be great, especially with how heat soaked it is. It's over 150 on the IAT right now. It's hot outside, it's humid, plus doing all those pulls in it back to back to back to back to back, finally getting it, and it's just getting late in the day. We're just ready to get out of here. All right, so we've made 916 horsepower and almost 1,000 foot-pounds of torque that last pull. Very, very nice. Thanks to Justin for sticking around all day today, getting this car tuned. It's been kind of a nightmare. The Redeyes are definitely different than a normal Hellcat or Trackhawk. There's some different things in this tune that you have to just kind of just trial and error deal as you go. It's been hot today, but we got Dory all tuned up. I think it'll probably make upper 9s if it's actually cooled down, and the IATs were still like super hot there just because it's been just back to back to back. We let it cool down for like 10 minutes there with a bag of ice on the blower, but that's it. But we're gonna go out and enjoy Dory and take her to the track as soon as we can. So I just sold Mohawk. It's Mohawk right behind me. He's actually leaving right now. It's a friend of ours from Streetcar Takeover, Justin Summers. He lives out in Colorado in the Denver area. He approached me at Streetcar Takeover Denver and was like, hey man, do you want to sell that Trackhawk? And I'm just like, nah, I don't want to sell it. I don't want to sell it. Well, I found something else I kind of want, and I messaged him. I'm like, hey, you still want to buy this? He goes, yep, I'll buy it. So he came and got it. He's leaving off. So it's a sad day. I love Mohawk. It's been a great experience with that thing. It's probably one of my favorite vehicles of all time. But if anyone knows me, I don't really get attached to anything unless it's a gray C7. But we'll have something else on the channel here pretty soon. You all will like it. I know you will. We did just order our C8 yesterday at the Chevy dealership. They have preliminary orders where you can go ahead and build it, price it, and it puts you in a system, so when they do accept the orders, it just automatically goes in. So I did that yesterday. I'm not going to tell you what color, any options it is. You all just have to find out whenever it shows up. We'll have one of the very first ones in Kansas City when it does show up. So pretty excited for that. But Mohawk is gone. It's been a lot of fun. Everyone's enjoyed watching the Trackhawk videos. I've enjoyed making them for y'all. And best pass in it was 10.2 at 134. We could have probably got it in the 9s this fall, but here at Killer Performance, we're on to bigger and better things with product development and just basically awareness of what platform we're working on. We want to try to be experts in every single platform. Well, I don't want to learn on someone else's car. I'd rather just buy our own and then learn on that and do it that way. And that's the right way to do it whenever you have a shop. You never take in a car that you've never worked on before and you're just winging it on someone else's car. You want to do it to your own car. That way, if you mess something up, it's on your own car and you can learn on your own dime, your own dollar. That's the correct way to do it. So with that being said, we'll be buying our new car here probably within the next week, and we'll obviously have a video of it and put on the channel. Y'all just saw the Redeye. We're about done with the Redeye. We are going to do some more things to it and take it to the track, run it, see what it runs. But it rips. It's very fast. So I can't wait to get that going with Dory, taking her to the drag strip. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notifications. That way you see all my videos whenever I post them. Post up one video a week, but I get busy. And to be quite honest with you, I love you guys, but this YouTube thing isn't my full-time gig like a lot of these other guys that make videos. I just do them in my free time whenever I get a minute to do this stuff. But hope you all enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.